one last little tip for you guys, and this is how to adjust your max temperature. This one almost slipped by me, and then I remembered I had learned this when I was in college when I redid the bathrooms at my fraternity house. So I had all this hooked up, and I cranked the water on, and I was so proud of my success, and I stuck my hand under the faucet, and it was barely even hot. Not even enough to say hot, you know, a warm, lukewarm. So I went and told my wife, and she said, hell no. She said, you're going to figure out how to make it work. I'm not going to stand to have not hot showers. So that reminded me that I said, I think they're adjustable. So what you do is pull off your knob here. Now this is for this is a Delta fixture. I bought it at Home Depot, I think, for about 80 bucks. Cheapest one I could get. Pull off that. Pull off your little trim collar here. And you see these two little doohickeys in here. Sorry, there's a little one tab there and the other tab's over here. Now you can see they're not quite at a 90-degree offset. When I first turned it on, first hooked it up, they were almost 90 degrees or 180 degrees out from each other. The way this works is coming from the factory, it's preset to the coolest temperature possible because they don't want to have any liability of anybody getting burned. So the only way you can burn yourself is if you mess with the thing. All you have to do to adjust this is this outer piece. It's got teeth on the inside that fit over splines on this central shaft. So you can see this O-ring is here, and you just get your fingernails under that O-ring and you just pull it forward a little bit on the shaft, pull it up to the back of this steel looking piece here, and that lets you pull this stop limiter out off those splines, and then you can turn it however far back and forth you want to set. So what that does is when you turn the valve on here, you're going to crank it counterclockwise, and so it's going to turn until this stop limiter hits that white piece right there. And I went ahead and cranked it to as high as I could get it to go. Now, I don't suppose I need the water that hot, but my wife and I are both big kids, so we know better than to scald ourselves. So I did. I held my hand under the water as long as I could, and it got to the point that it was uncomfortably hot. So I figured that's good enough for me. It's probably good enough for her. She's not going to get it that hot. So anyway, I just want to share that with you guys because that just about slipped by me, and I was already cussing, saying this stupid cheap valve doesn't even get hot. And I was thinking about going upstairs and cranking my hot water heater up so I could get hotter water like a fool. But no, just as simple as pulling that little O-ring forward there and adjusting your stop limiter. The further you turn this stop limiter clockwise, the hotter the water gets. So it's good and hot now. We are done.